Our next speaker is the CEO and executive producer of Masterpiece, a marketing and event agency. Before setting up her business, Lisa used to work for some of the top Fortune 100 and 500 companies. She has managed and produced face to face marketing event experiences internationally and has worked with well known artists and celebrities such as Flo Rida, Journey, and Pretty Lights. She's one of the top 80 event planners in the nation. Her goal is to help others make an impact on the world, and she does this through events. And today, this lady will share with us a very powerful message entitled Rebuild the Power of Transformation: How to Turn Your Events into a Masterpiece. Ladies, let's all give it up for Lisa Milan.
Hi, everybody. My name is Lisa Milan, and I wanted to welcome you to the Women Who Boss Up Summit. Don't you just love those butterflies with their magnificently colored wings? The life of a butterfly is such an amazing story of transformation. And I've realized that, like a butterfly that goes through life phases, I too have undergone seasons in my life that have transformed me into who I am now. Like a young caterpillar that keeps on eating and eating, I spent most of my life working and working. At 19, I started an online travel and ticketing business here in California. Then I worked for some Fortune 100 and 500 companies for 18 years, where I got most of my experience in events and marketing. I could say that for most of those years, my focus was really to work. It became my escape from all my troubles, from abusive relationships, like a caterpillar that casts off its skin. I didn't dwell with my traumas and just buried them in my memories. In 2012, I started my first events and marketing company. I teamed up with a friend who later on became my partner. I was determined to succeed. I worked and worked again, and my efforts paid off. I earned my first million during the first year, and I was so happy for this accomplishment. Unfortunately, it didn't last. One day after returning home from a successful event, I learned that my partner removed me from the account and wiped out all of my money. I was devastated, confused, angry, worried. It was a mix of so many emotions. I don't know what to do. I was depressed. I lost everything that I earned. My account was to $0. All of the money that I was hoping to save and that was supposed to go to my son's college savings, gone. Like a butterfly in a chrysalis, I shut the world out. Little did I know that it is during these darkest moments of my life that I would find myself. After wallowing in my misery for a year, my friend Paula saw me and noticed that I was depressed, and she suggested that I check out Tony Robbins. So I went ahead and took her advice, and I did a search on Tony Robbins. And come to find out that 2 weeks after she had told me about him, he was having an event here in San Jose, here in my backyard. So I went ahead and booked my tickets. I attended one of Tony Robbins' events, unleashed the power within, and I've finally built enough courage to face my fears.
We need to actually use the pessimistic mindset to change the shit we've not changed. Because your optimism says, I'm going to die next week. Your optimism says, I'll fucking handle this. And if it's still a problem years later, your optimism isn't serving you in this one context. How many follow this? Say aye.
Then I also attended other personal development events, and I even swallowed fire. I had to heal from my traumas and to love myself so that I could love others again. I opened up again to people and experiences. I invested in myself. I received support from my current partner, Dave, and I also worked through my own personal development by working with different coaches and also went through different training and educational programs. Like a new butterfly that is now able to fly, it felt like I am a new person, a new Lisa with a new perspective of life. I was transformed. It's my time. Then I found these lawyers who took my case against my ex-partner, and I finally got my day in court to take my power back. In September of 2019, I finally had the guts to open up my new company called Masterpiece. I welcomed 2020 with much enthusiasm. I was pumped up. My 2020 was already planned, but the universe had other plans.
My fellow Americans, tonight I want to speak with you about our nation's unprecedented response to the coronavirus outbreak that started in China and is now spreading throughout the world. Today, the World Health Organization officially announced that this is a global pandemic. We have been in frequent contact with our allies, and we are marshaling the full power of the federal government and the private sector to protect the American people. This is the most aggressive and comprehensive effort to confront a foreign virus in modern history. I am confident that by counting and continue to take these tough measures, we will significantly reduce the threat to our citizens, and we will ultimately and expeditiously defeat this virus. As history has proven time and time again, Americans always rise to the challenge and overcome adversity. Our future remains brighter than anyone can imagine. Acting with compassion and love, we will heal the sick, care for those in need, help our fellow citizens, and emerge from this challenge stronger and more unified than ever before. God bless you, and God bless America. Thank you.
We all heard the news. Prior to the lockdown, I was still able to hold live events. As days passed by, I began to worry. I remember having sleepless nights thinking about how my business and my family would survive. The events industry was hit hard, and then all events were canceled. I couldn't give up. I had to find a way to survive as I see everyone else losing their jobs, losing their businesses. This is what I had to do in order to survive. Then came my light bulb moment. I can't gather people for in-person events, but I can bring them together in virtual events at the comfort and safety of their homes. Thank God for technology. There is one challenge though. How do I make my virtual events engaging? I don't want my events to be like the ordinary stuff with grids and grids of tiny faces scattered across several screens. I want to give my audience a close to real life experience. The bright minds of the event industry have come together and shared approaches to making virtual events a success while we remain hopeful for a promising future. Hold tight because you are in for something you may have never experienced before. Are you ready to get started? I know people have biases against virtual events. They say it's boring, it's not engaging, it's hard to manage, or the tech may be hard. Well, you need to do a mindset shift. Virtual events have not worked in the past because we tend to repurpose what we do offline, online. To have engaging virtual events, we need to reinvent what we do in the virtual space. Do things in new ways and be open to new experiences. Join me, step out of the box, and let's turn your event into a masterpiece. When planning or hosting your event, you should know who your audience is. Knowing your audience gives you ideas on how you can get your message through them. It enables you to cater your content to the specific need of your audience. More importantly, it allows you to empathize with them. So 1, who is my audience? 2, how do I get my idea into my audience's head? 3, what can make my content more valuable? And then 4, empathize with my audience. Step 2, know your event platform. Here comes the tech part. Did you know that there are over 100 different event platforms? I won't go over all the details here, but here are some points that you can jot down about your virtual event platform and the need to knows. I've also created a virtual event toolkit, and you can get that when you visit the following website. Step 3, branding. Your brand should be at the top of their mind. That's the mark that you want to leave in your audience's head. How do you do this? 1, you need to always create a story. It's always good to tell a story. Your campaign should be cohesive. Your communication should be focused. Hammer on just one idea while differentiating yourself from your competition. Your brand should stand out. Employ the appropriate trends to make it relevant. Then you should have your style, which is your specialty. When focus is paired with differentiation, supported by a trend, and surrounded by compelling communications, you have the basic ingredients for a forward-thinking brand. Step number 4, experience. Make sure that your audience will have a close to real life experience. Some examples that or some things that you can do would be 1, integrate videos like this, pre-recorded videos.
And you should have just really enjoyed, excited.
Produced videos.
I'm a health and business coach with a background in education and clinical hypnotherapy.
And live, just like a fireside chat panel.
Author. So these are no joke, ladies, right?
Step number 5, engagement. You can do social networking, people chatting, similar to what we're going to be doing here at the event. These are just some of the activities that you can do as part of the engagement. Also, be creative. Virtual reality, augmented reality, this all can be incorporated in a virtual event. Similar to in-person events, you can also add some entertainment, such as a magician, an artist, singer, a dance performance, just like this. That's Singkil, a native dance of the Philippines, where I'm originally from. Can you imagine me dancing that? Oh yes, I know how to dance that Sinkil. I performed the Sinkil dance for 3 years. The next thing that you can do would be games. You could do a virtual treasure hunt. You could do happy hours, virtual dining hall. There's VIP makeup consulting, virtual reality tour behind the scenes. There's custom design classes, and escape rooms. Then the popular one is dance party, like what we're going to do. And there's also live cooking demos. There's so many things that you can do with that. Then you can do event gift boxes. This will add to your experience. You can personalize your gifts and send this to your audience. Just imagine during the days of your event that they receive a gift from you that has the gift box personalized that shows your event name included in it. Here's an example. You can have your brand or your event name customized in this box. And you can include a jacket with the brand on the sleeve. And you can include like a mask, hand sanitizers, chocolates. I mean, who doesn't like getting gifts? Here are some final thoughts. Consider the event experience. 1, take every opportunity to enhance your audience experience. 2, keeping your audience connected is key to long-term engagement. Keep the connection even after the event by giving them something of value. 3, empathy and transparency are the keys during these times. 4, virtual and hybrid events have great power, especially when done well. The virtual world is constantly changing, improving, and offering very few limitations for those who want to excel. 5, don't forget to tie your strategy to live events. Yes, you heard it right. In-person and live events will be back again. Whatever it is you're experiencing right now, always remember that your time will come. You can make your life a masterpiece. I want to thank Tam Look for making me part of her team and this book. I am Liza Milan. You may reach me through my email address and through my social media accounts at I am Liza Milan. Oh, and I forgot before I go, another thing that you can include with engagements would be dancing. So let's get on your feet and let's dance.